Aloha and welcome. My name is Sally. I am the Australian and New Zealand travel trade representative for Aqua-Aston Hospitality with Linked Tourism based here in Australia. And with me today, I've got the incredible Anna. Anna, please give a self-introduction.
Aloha, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Anna and I work for Hawai'i Tourism. I'm based in Sydney. I look after all the trade and PR side of things. So, yeah, thank you for joining us. You'll hear more about the beautiful islands in a few minutes.
Yes, thank you. So our housekeeping for today, just again, for the sake of formality, we have the chat function where you can just say hello, pop in kind of highs and questions, but really for questions, we ask that you use the Q&A function. If we have some time at the end, we'll come back to these, and otherwise we will get back to you afterwards. We will, of course, be doing a prize draw at the end. We've got two $50 gift vouchers to give away for two lucky attendees. So make sure that you stick around until then so that you can claim your prize. And there will be a quiz. So make sure you're paying attention. And without further ado, I would love to hand over to Anna to take you through the incredible islands of Hawaii.
Thank you so much, Sally. Okay, I'm going to share my screen. There we go. Get it all set up for you. All right, let's get started. The Hawaiian Islands. So as Sally mentioned, I'm Anna. I'm the PR and Trade Account Manager, and I look after Hawaii Tourism Oceania. I'm based in Sydney. We've got some great resources for you guys. So we've got our websites available and, of course, our trade site as well. And we will email this to you after. So you've got all of our contact details handy. So just a quick refresher, there are actually 6 Hawaiian islands you can visit. So we've got Kauai, Oahu, Maui, Molokai, Lanai, and the island of Hawaii. So today we're doing a bit of a deep dive into Oahu and Maui, and I'll touch on the other islands as well, but just a bit of a shorter version. How to get there, of course, you probably all know we've got direct flights from Sydney as well as Melbourne. So we've got Hawaiian Airlines and Qantas and Jetstar operating, and of course, Air New Zealand out of Auckland as well. It's a really easy overnight flight, and then you arrive in paradise. And in between the islands, super easy to get from, let's say, Oahu to Maui. The flights are short, between 25 and 45 minutes. And there's obviously Hawaiian Airlines as an option and Southwest operate as well. All right, let's start with Oahu. So this is where you arrive. You fly into Honolulu, and Oahu is an incredible island. It is really energetic and vibrant, and it has that town and country vibe. So you've got Honolulu and Waikiki with lots of restaurants and nightlife. And then, of course, you've got the stunning North Shore and some of the more secluded beaches on the west and east coast as well. Lots to see and do. It's great for adventurous travelers, active travelers, families. Really, there's something for everyone on Oahu. It is the heart of Hawaii, and you can see here the different areas as well. And of course, all the hotels, most of them are located in the Waikiki resort area. Especially the Aqua-Aston properties. We'll learn more about that later. There are some on the North Shore as well. So, like I said, so much to explore. Don't just stay in Waikiki, but more to that later. So we're starting on the South Shore. So one of the things I would highly recommend is a visit to Iolani Palace. It's about a 15-minute drive from Waikiki, and it is the only royal palace in the US. And it's incredible. You really learn about the time when Hawaii was a kingdom and it wasn't part of the US. And it's just super interesting. I've done many tours there, and I always learn something new. So definitely check that out. And whilst you're in that area, really close by, about a 10-minute walk, is the Arts District and Chinatown. And that's such a cool area now. It's really hip and trendy. It used to be sort of like a red light district and back in the 20s. And it's changed into this really up and coming area. Lots of trendy restaurants and cafes. And of course, the fresh lei makers as well. So you can see how they make lei and also pick up some fresh, beautiful flower lei as well while you're there. And then, as mentioned, great restaurants and cafes, local produce, like amazing shops as well. So it really is a lovely sort of day out, like just go for a stroll and explore. Another must is Pearl Harbor when you're on Oahu as well. I would highly recommend go on that website, pacifichistoricparks.org, and that is where you can get your tickets as well. For first-time visitors, you'd purchase a ticket to go to the visitor center, as well as USS Arizona Memorial. There's like a little boat that takes you over. It is so interesting, very moving, and then you can always add on the USS Missouri as well. So that is highly recommended when you're there. Such an important part of the history. And then brand new, you probably have heard about it by now. So we've got Cirque du Soleil now has a residency in Waikiki. They are at the Auriga Beachcomber Hotel, and it is the show Awana, and it's very, very amazing. It really incorporates Hawaiian culture. They have hula elements. It is so, so incredible. They do 2 shows a day, 5 days a week. So yeah, a whole new addition to the offerings in Waikiki. And then we're moving on to the North Shore. So I would really recommend to either do a tour up there, or if you hire a car, drive up there. It is just so different to Waikiki. It's a lot more quiet. You get these gorgeous, stunning beaches pretty much almost to yourself. It's so, so nice. We would recommend going Monday to Friday, maybe not on Saturday, Sunday. It just gets a bit busier with locals enjoying their beaches too. And some of the things, of course, visiting Haleiwa town. It's a really great little surfer town right by the beach, great restaurants, great shops, and all the food trucks you can try, beautiful garlic shrimp. My favorite is Kahuku Sugar Mill. That is sort of just past Kualoa Ranch, and that is also an area with lots of food trucks, a local brewery, just a really great sort of lunch spot and to hang out. And then there are lots of farm tours available too. So you can visit Gunstock Ranch, horseback riding, of course, Kualoa Ranch with all the different tours. So there really is a lot to do and see. Or if you just want to drive up there, chill by the beach, that's also nice. And then I wanted to touch on managing environmental impacts. So with Diamond Head, it's a beautiful hike up Diamond Head, but you do need to book in advance now. So an online reservation is required. Same with Hanauma Bay, a beautiful snorkel area, just sort of 20 minutes off Waikiki. So as you can see here with Hanauma Bay, for example, they now cap it as at 1,400 people that are allowed. So you can only imagine how bad it was before they capped it. So it really is just to make sure everyone has an enjoyable experience, so visitors and locals as well. So it doesn't get too overcrowded and everyone enjoys the beautiful sights. And we're moving on to Maui. Maui has a very different vibe compared to Oahu. It's laid back. Has a very friendly atmosphere, small towns. There's no big city. It really is all about beautiful beaches, small sort of country towns, beautiful island to visit. You have Haleakala as well, where you can see beautiful sunsets and sunrises. So I'll touch on that a little bit more. So things to do on Maui. Definitely visit upcountry Maui. Like you base yourself, for example, in Kaanapali or Wailea, one of those sort of beach areas, and then either rent a car or book a tour and explore sort of the center of Maui, which is sort of in purple here on the map. That's where you can find beautiful little towns up north as well, where you've got Paia and Makawao and Kula. Kula is sort of your gateway to head to Haleakala, and you see a picture here. Beautiful sunrises and sunsets. There's farm tours you can do. Some of the other things is a winery. who would have thought? There's a winery on Maui, so you can hang out there, do a wine tasting, soak in the incredible views, have some lunch there as well. So definitely worth visiting Maui Wine. And some of the other things, there's like a lavender farm, Surf and Go Dairy is also a really cool place to visit. Lots of cute animals there. Yeah, different farms, and the botanical garden is great too, cooler botanical garden. So it's absolutely worth doing a day exploring upcountry Maui. Of course, water sports are huge on all the islands. I mean, surfing, stand-up paddleboarding, there's so many different ways and, fun to be had on the water. One of the things on Maui I would recommend is visiting Molokini Crater. So we love Trilogy. They're a great company. There's other operators as well. And they bring you out to that crater there, and the snorkeling is incredible. You see turtles and lots of different fish, and it's just a really, really fun few hours out on the water. Definitely worth it. And of course, just soak up those stunning beaches. Here you see Wailea, you see Kaanapali, those incredible Maui sunsets. They really just like nowhere else. And yeah, just enjoy that on Maui. And now I've got a few more minutes to touch on Kauai and the island of Hawaii. So Kauai is very different and unique again. It's the oldest island of the Hawaiian Islands. It is very green and lush. We do call it the Garden Island. It is very untouched in a way. It's probably like Oahu used to be years and years ago. It is that old school Hawaii vibe. It's not for anyone who wants a big nightlife. It really is more like adventure throughout the day, lots of activities, but then you kind of have your dinner, have your cocktail, and go to bed. Beautiful, beautiful island. Stunning nature, for example, the Nepali coast. So that is a must when you're there. Visit the Nepali coast. It is only visible by air, ocean, or you can do a hike that is quite difficult. So I would probably recommend either a helicopter ride over it, which is so, so incredible, or just book a boat tour as well. There's different companies, they offer that holo charters. Or there's other companies, and you just hop on the boat, you get a nice lunch, and they take you all along the Nepali coast. And then we've got Waimea Canyon. Waimea Canyon is the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. Absolutely stunning. So you drive up there and you can just do lots of different hikes when you're there. You just pay once for parking and then you can just explore. And again, dedicate a day or so, definitely just to explore that area. And then for something really fun is visiting Kilohana Plantation, and that is where they do the Kauai rum safari. So you're basically on these, like on a little safari tour, and they show you how everything is grown. You get to feed some animals, and then along the way they mix local rum cocktails for you as well. So it's just a really fun experience, and you learn a lot about how everything is grown as well. And then they have a fantastic restaurant, which is Plantation House, and that you can have lunch or dinner, local ingredients, pretty much from the farm there. So yeah, really, really fun day out. And last but not least, the island of Hawaii. It is the biggest island and the youngest island. It is very, very magical and special because it has that big Volcanoes National Park. It has active volcanoes. Two of the most active volcanoes in the world are on that island. You have the black sand beaches, but also beautiful white sandy beaches. It's very adventurous. There's lots to see and do. And just to give you an idea here, if you put all the other islands, the other Hawaiian islands, into the big island, there would still be room to spare. So that's how massive this island is. There's two airports as well. You can fly into Kona or into Hilo. And we really do recommend rent a car, drive and explore to really get an understanding of the sheer size of the island. And I've touched on it, Hawaii Volcanoes National Park, a must must see. There's always on and off activity at the moment. The volcanoes are not active, but again, like a couple of weeks ago they were. So obviously it's great if you're there when you see that beautiful glow and they are active. There's also like some great hikes you can do. It's just an incredible place to be. And you do not need advanced reservations. So you can really just get a 7-day pass. You can buy it when you're there and just go and explore. And you can also do tours, of course. Kailani tours offer great organized tours to the Volcanoes National Park if you don't want to do it yourself or on your own. And again, a helicopter ride over is also magical. And one of my favorite things is the Manta night snorkel. That is such a great experience you can do on the Kona coast. You snorkel with these gentle giants. It is just so, so incredible. And I just wanted to mention there's not just black sandy beaches, there's also stunning white sandy beaches on the Big Island. So don't be fooled. There's a bit of everything. It's a great island to visit. And that was me. I think I just made it in time. So mahalo. Thank you again for joining us today. And I hand over to Sally to learn more about Aqua-Aston hotels.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Anna. Let me get the presentation screen up. All righty. Are we seeing that all right? Beautiful. So I am Sally. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of Aqua-Aston hospitality and our properties across the incredible Hawaiian Islands. For anyone who is not familiar with Aqua-Aston, we are a hotel and resort management group that has quite a wide range of different styles of accommodation on offer. We tend to offer a little bit more personality than some of the larger chains, really bringing in that Hawaiian friendly spirit for you. And we do have quite a lot of variety in terms of style and ranking of hotels, ranging from 3 up to full 5 stars. And you really get that perfect home away from home experience with separate bedrooms for the kids, living and dining and bathroom areas, and full kitchen and laundry facilities. We do have a variety of different amenities and services that we offer across all properties. So, for example, yoga in the park, some offer weekly managers receptions with free drinks and nibbles and on-site spa services and parking and such. It is the US, of course, so many of these services and amenities are normally covered by a resort fee, which is usually paid direct at time of checkout. So it is best to make sure that your clients are aware of this so there are no surprises when they check out. Do also check your rate when you're booking. Some wholesalers and suppliers are able to include the amenity fee in together with the overall rate, but just make sure that it's something that you're aware of. And if you want to know the specific inclusions of what each hotel or resort offers, you can check the fact sheets that we have available on our linked tourism website. So our properties are located in incredible locations on all 4 of the main Hawaiian islands. And above all, they offer that beautiful and traditional Hawaiian experience and atmosphere. We have over 20 properties, but given I only want to take about 10 minutes of your time today, I'm not going to talk about all of them, just going to give you some highlights of a selection of some of the most popular and some of our most favorite. We don't have favorites, of course, but to start with on the island of Oahu, which Anna has introduced in beautiful, incredible detail. Most of our properties are located in and around Waikiki Beach, and all of the properties that I'm introducing today and all Aqua-Aston Waikiki properties except the Hampton Inn and Suites, which I won't be talking about, do include museum admission to the Bishop Museum and Honolulu Museum of Art. So first up is our Golden Girl, the newest property within our range, Espacio, the Jewel of Waikiki. This has taken Hawaiian luxury to a new level, directly across the street from Waikiki Beach. Each suite takes up an entire floor, has 3 bedrooms, has a private balcony with jacuzzi and panoramic views, butler service, use of a Tesla, just the ultimate in luxury. But if your clients are more for that kind of luxury, but not that 100% full 5-star, our 4.5-star property is one of our most popular. It's actually located directly next to Espacio and is also directly across the road from the beach. This is an all-suite condominium style property, 1 and 2 bedroom suites. Each of them has glorious views of the beach with a full kitchen, and fantastic amenities. This property does actually offer valet parking for one guest vehicle per stay, which is a great bonus in Waikiki. Even though you don't really need a car to get around the city, it's always nice to have, especially if you want to do a day trip. Aston Waikiki Circle is one of the best value 3-star properties in our range. It's also located straight across the road from the beach. So you'll see it's right next to, kind of just in front of the tower. Also has great ocean views and cheerful decor. One thing to note is that this hotel does not have a pool. So for any clients who want that freshwater swimming, they won't get it at this one, but you do have the best pool in the world right across the road at the beach. Next up is our Aston at the Waikiki Banyan, located just back from the beach a little bit. Still easily accessible, a 5-minute walk. Very popular for families with young children because we do have an all-suite condominium style here as well. This one does only offer the 1-bedroom suites, excuse me, hence why it's better for families with small children as opposed to teenagers necessarily. Very conveniently located in terms of shops, dining, and the beach. One thing I do want to call out is that for those of you who are familiar with the Aqua-Aston range, you would know that the Aston at the Waikiki Banyan has a huge recreation deck. It is, as of next week, going to be going under renovations through until the end of June next year. During that time, the majority of that recreation deck will not be accessible. So that's the swimming pool, jacuzzi, playground, barbecue area, grills, basically most of what you would consider part of that recreation deck. The one part that is still accessible is the sauna, which was recently renovated and pictured here. But if that recreation deck was the biggest selling point for you, it's something definitely to make your clients aware of. Our next 3-star property I'm going to highlight is the Aston Waikiki Sunset, another one of our very popular properties out of this market. It's got spacious condo-style accommodations, 1- and 2-bedroom suite options, each with a fully equipped kitchenette. Again, just a 5, maybe 7-minute walk from the beach. Our big news for the Aston Waikiki Sunset is we have just opened on site an Alamo rent-a-car location. So again, great for any clients who are wanting to do day trips up to the North Shore or maybe wanting to explore the rest of the island of Oahu after their stay. They can pick up the car on site, load their luggage in, go and do their explorations, and then drop off at the airport. And of course, if you do that, there is that point-to-point separate pickup and drop-off fee. But again, even just for a day trip, you leave all your luggage in the hotel and the pickup is right there. Moving up to the northern end of Waikiki Beach, we have Ilikai Hotel and Luxury Suites. It's got that great, comfortable, refreshed feel that you want from a 4-star apartment property. Also, just pretty much across the road from the beach, just less than a 5-minute walk. It offers junior suites and then luxury 1- and 2-bedrooms, as well as daily housekeeping, which you don't necessarily always see with the condo style properties. And there is a swimming pool and sun deck. And my fun little fact about the Ilikai, as those of you who've stayed would know, is that you get a free ice cream scoop per day from Dave's Ice Cream Shop on site. My final property to introduce in Waikiki is the Aqua Palms Waikiki, which is just around the corner from the Ilikai. Situated close to the Ala Moana Shopping Center, very convenient for clients that love that shopping experience. But really, my highlight for this is that it's very close to the cruise terminal and the convention center. So great for any clients who are traveling over for one of those experiences. Next, we'll head over to the beautiful island of Maui. We do have 7 properties on the island, but I'm only going to share about half of those. First up is Aston Kanapali Shores, located up towards kind of the northern part of Kanapali Beach. It is an oceanfront condominium property. Each suite here has a full kitchen. The 1- and 2-bedroom suites do offer in-room washer and dryer. There's 2 pools and jet spas. There's a fitness center, 10 acres of gardens, and an oceanfront restaurant. Then heading just up the coast a smidge to Aston at Papakea Resort. This is our 3-star property offering condo-style accommodations surrounded by lush gardens, a koi pond, and ocean views. Here we've got studio, 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom, and 3-bedroom suites, each again with a full kitchen, washer dryer, and private balcony. Again, you've got swimming pool, barbecue grills, tennis courts, and the like, as well as 2 putting greens. So for the golfers, this may be the choice. Then heading down the coast of Kaanapali a little bit, Aston at the Whaler Kaanapali Beach is a perennial favorite. Each apartment here, again, we've got studio, 1 bedroom and 2 bedroom, has a full kitchen. It's directly adjacent with private access to Whalers Village Shopping Center, where you can get that shopping fix and lots of dining options, which is great because this property does not actually have an on-site restaurant. Although you can, of course, go over to the shopping center and get some groceries to do all your cooking on site. There is as well a heated swimming pool, barbecue grills, tennis court, all of that. And the Kaanapali trolley does make a dedicated stop at this property that heads on into the rest of the resort area, including a stop at the golf course. My final property to introduce on Maui is down in South Maui, the Aston at the Maui Banyan. Here we have 1 and 2 bedroom spacious suites straight across the road from South Maui's best family beach park, so it is quoted, the Kamaole Beach Park 2. Again, great amenities here, pools, barbecues, tennis courts, easy walk to local shops. Definitely a great family option. Next, we'll pop over to the stunning island of Kauai. Here we have 2 properties, so I'll give you a quick intro to each of them because there's only 2. Aston Islander on the beach is an oceanfront resort on 6 acres of beautifully landscaped grounds. All rooms are equipped with a mini fridge and wet bar, so this is one of our more hotel-style properties, and it was renovated a few years back. One of the things that you do find at this property is a free airport shuttle and welcome beverage. You've got direct beach access, but there is also a swimming pool with a poolside bar. Then our other property on Kauai is Aston at Poipu Kai, located on the sunny southern coast, close to first-class golf courses, local shops and restaurants. This is spread out across 70 acres of tropical lawns because there's 5 different condominium communities within it. So we've got the option of either 1 and 2 bedroom suites within the condominium part of it, and then there's also fully dedicated 2 and 3 bedroom private homes. Each of them across both part of the resort does offer a full kitchen and washer dryer. There's a whopping 7 swimming pools and 9 tennis courts on the grounds. And then we've got footpaths that also lead direct to the beach here as well. Wrapping up for our resorts, we're heading over to the Big Island, where we have 1 resort here. Our 3-star Kona by the Sea, located in beautiful Kona, an intimate oceanfront resort with magnificent views of the rocky shoreline. Although the shoreline here is rocky, we do still have a sandy lounge, kind of beachy area, and it's conveniently located to shops, dining, and nightlife. Most of the rooms here do have ocean views, and all are fully equipped with kitchens. So if you'd like to learn more about these properties and resorts or the rest of the properties in our range, we have some resources on our website, including our property fact sheets. You can head on to our website, linkedtourism.com//Aqua-Aston Hospitality with dashes. I'll be sending out a link afterwards so that you can all save and bookmark that so that you can get to these resources whenever you need. If you do need anything else on Aqua-Aston in general, you can always reach out to me. Again, I'll be sending out a follow-up on this. So let's now head into the fun part of the presentation, as it were. I mean, learning is always fun. I'm not going to lie. But I know you're all here to see both to upskill and to win some prizes. So before we jump into the prizes, I'd like to test your knowledge. So I have sent a quiz over. We've got 4 questions. I'm going to kind of pop through them fairly quickly. So first up, which of the following locations require an advanced online reservation to visit? Is it option A, Diamond Head, Li'ahi, and Waimea Bay Beach Park? B, Hanauma Bay Nature Preserve and Waimea Bay Beach Park? Or C, Diamond Head, Li'ahi, and Hanauma Bay Nature Preserve? You've got about 10 more seconds to pop in your answers before I move to the next question. Hopefully you were listening to Anna closely. All right, if you selected C, well done. Next question. All right. Which of the following activities can you do on Maui? Is it A, snorkel at Molokini Crater and visit Kula Botanical Garden? B, hike Diamond Head, Li'ahi, and surf at Waikiki Beach? Or C, explore Hawaii Volcanoes National Park?
Sorry, Sally, I'm just reading the chat. There's some issues with the quiz, but people are
Oh,
popping their answer in the chat.
okay. No worries. Thanks for that.
We'll make it work.
Yeah, absolutely. And I may as well then take this opportunity to say, if you can't access the quiz, you're not going to lose out on the prize draw. This is actually, I've done a little sneaky here. This is not directly tied to the prizes. This is just to kind of check your engagement and, also just to test your knowledge so that you feel confident the next time a client comes in, that you can answer their questions. So the answer to question 2 was A, in Maui, you can snorkel at Molokini Crater and visit Kula Botanical Garden. Question 3 is, which property has just opened a new Alamo rent-a-car location on site within the hotel? Is it A, Aston Waikiki Beach Tower, B, Aston Waikiki Sunset, or C, the Ilikai Luxury Hotel and Suites? And now that I've given away the fact that this isn't tied to prizes, I'll go ahead and jump the gun and say the answer is B, Aston Waikiki Sunset. We do have that new rent-a-car location on site. Last question for today is, in which area of Maui does Aqua-Aston Hospitality have the most resorts to choose from? And hopefully you kind of saw that with the map that I showed. Is it A, Kanapali, B, South Maui, or C, Papakea? C was a little bit of a trick question because our Aston at the Papakea Resort is actually in Kanapali, so the answer is A, Kanapali. All right, so that is the end of our quiz. Apologies for any technical issues with that. But again, it was more just kind of a fun way to see how well you were paying attention and if you are going to be ready to answer your clients' questions when they pop in next and ask you about what they can see and do in Hawaii and where to stay. So if you will bear with me just one moment, I'm going to run the random draw and see who the lucky winners are of our two $50 gift cards. All right. Our first winner is, and a little drum roll for dramatics, Shelly Hansen. Shelly, congratulations. You are our first. I will email you directly to organize that. And our second winner, everyone on the edge of their seats, hoping it's them. Our second winner is Alma Tartik. So congratulations to Shelly and Alma. Mahalo, everyone, for joining us today. We really appreciate it. We hope this has been educational and useful. If you ever have any questions about Hawaii, please do reach out to Anna. If you have questions about Aqua-Aston Hospitality, I'm here for you. We will, as I mentioned, be sending out a link to the recording if you need to refresh yourself on anything, and links to our resources available.
Thank you so much for joining, everyone. Mahalo.
All right. Have a lovely day, everyone. Thank you. Mahalo.